spontaneous applause for a local woman who died doing the job she loved. Lyra McKee's coffin was carried into St Anne's, a Protestant cathedral in Belfast. Her family are Catholic, but they wanted her funeral service to be a cross-community event.
Lyra was a person who broke down barriers and reached across boundaries.
I hated myself for much of my life because of what religion taught me about people like me.
Lyra McKee became known for her work on LGBT rights. The congregation in Belfast heard how she'd been planning to marry her partner Sarah, but she was also involved in trying to reach across Northern Ireland's religious divide. The ceremony brought together the British Prime Minister Theresa May and her Irish counterpart Leo Varadkar, and the leaders of the pro-British Democratic Unionist Party and the Republican Sinn Féin were side by side as the priest appealed to them to work together once again, a call which brought people to their feet.
Why, in God's name, does it take the death of a 29-year-old woman with her whole life in front of her
McKee was shot in the head while reporting on riots in Londonderry, where she lived. A dissident Republican group known as the New IRA said it was responsible. It's apologised, saying the target had been the police. But while investigations continue, many in the local community have made clear their disgust with those who advocate violence. And there's been an outpouring of solidarity. On Wednesday, dozens gathered in a church in London to remember Lyra.
Lyra was an authentic voice who could explain her world to us and draw us into it. She was a rare talent, and she was killed last Thursday by people whose story she was attempting to tell. Who else tells those stories with such humour and such compassion?
A crowdfunding initiative to help her family has now raised tens of thousands of dollars. Lyra McKee was killed in her native Northern Ireland, covering a story that affects people just like her. But clearly her death has touched people far and wide. And through her work, she'll continue to have an impact. Nadim, Jazeera, London.